My name is Colm McDonald. I am a qualified joiner by trade and a sense of skills tutor, and I've been in the past a volunteer with VOYPIC, Voice of Young People in Care, voluntary organisation. They talk about advertising and different things, but I could have walked past a VOYPIC poster on the street and I would have probably looked at it, browsed at it and thought to myself, God, I must get in contact with that group or whatever. And I know maybe me I wouldn't have, because life been life, you just would forget about it. But I heard about it through a sister-in-law of mine who was involved with VOYPIC, and I remember chatting to her about it because she had known in my past that I had done a fair bit of voluntary work, and when I heard the detail I was very interested, and that's what prompted me then to contact the organisation and subsequently getting in touch with Donna, the Medical Development Officer. It was an eye-opener, and I didn't realise at the start that you had to go through the ritual of the OCN and go through all the sort of the theory end of it. But I'd have to say that I learned so much, and it sort of acted like a catalyst, sort of to give me to try and focus on different areas with regards to career changing, because I was at that stage in my life when I wanted to move away from the building trade, so it was ideal. I did the Open College Network with VOYPIC. Now, if you wanted to know, come back into the past, what courses I did, well, I mean, I've done my NVQs in joinery, qualified joiner, I can actually teach joinery work. I then did the teaching and management of adult numeracy in Belfast Metropolitan College, and qualified as a numeracy teacher to young adults with learning difficulties, and some with not learning difficulties, some who are just ordinary mainstream but probably would have certain behavioural problems. I'm a qualified fitness instructor, and these were, I could rhyme off a few more qualifications, I'm not going to, but I did all of this. This is getting back to the building trade. There was gaps where I was unemployed, and it was like a drip drip. The recession hit me in a sort of drip drip effect, and that's whenever I sort of grasped the nettle and said, I'm going to fill these voids and I'm going to do these courses. Some of them were short, so it was advantageous to do it, you know. Okay. With the OCN, with VOYPIC, it was probably more focused on issues, sort of social issues, and I remember doing it was like a football, and all the things that sprung out from the football was like, you know, I wouldn't have thought some of the things that young people were dealing with, you would look on from the outside, and that wouldn't have connected with me, only for the OCN. And listening to people like Donna and Anna, who were sort of guiding you, tutoring you, and sort of to improve your own development. But that type of thing, I learned an awful lot in the theory end of it, but the theory end of it's totally different from the practical end of it. Say, the theory end of it, sitting here, you're drinking coffee and you're listening to your tutors. When it all was packed up, you had to go out, meet your mentee, or a dark rainy night. He's not on the farm, he's coming from where he's coming from, totally different world from you, and that's where the work starts, and that's where the test of character starts. I love doing the work with VOYPIC, and I don't know, I will have said it to Donna, I will become involved again, I've no doubt about that, but at the moment I had to step back because there was just too much going on. It seemed sort of contradictory that, you know, I couldn't be continued doing voluntary work while I was sort of drowning in unemployment, you know. But I will get back on course, and I'm sure that it's only by putting your foot into these organisations that you sort of find out about other things, and probably other OCN courses that are available, you know. Yes, I would, and because they're short and very concentrated, focused, and you can get them dealt with, you can get them out of the way. It's not a big laborious 2-year or 3-year exercise. And I'd have to say this, that talking about VOYPIC, I was involved, one contract, I think it lasted a year, And then the second contract I had to do, literally, I was acting as a substitute for someone who opted out for one reason or another, and I stood in. That was more short-lived, but I'd have to say that very beneficial in ways such as, I'll give you an example, I've gone to a lot of job interviews this past while, mostly to do with, say, essential skills assistant, essential skills tutor, outreach worker. Every single one of the interviews on the panel, usually 3 people on the panel, the thing that they were most interested in was VOYPIC. And whether it was official or not, but they always took the time to inquire about VOYPIC and what was the nature of work, what did it involve, what was my role, and you know, what sort of things did you do with the young person. They were very interested, and it seemed to be that they were interested even on a personal level, but on a professional level, it seemed to be a good catch. Do you know where I'm coming from? It seemed to be a good catch with regards to, they'd have been probably looking behind it and going, yeah, we picked up for a bit of experience there.